Hello, this is Solace Farms, and it's just about 20 after midnight on Saturday, the 4th of May. And mostly today we've been moving water, and my friend and I and my two boys have been kind of working on a leach field for our septic. So anyways, I'm fairly kind of dragging tonight, but this is what I want to take you along so you can see that we still have to change water and we still have to take care of animals. This is actuality. This is what we do. We try to keep as best hours as we can, but sometimes certain things call for certain other things. And anyways, I was called by the water master, or he tried to call me earlier. Okay, across that gate. Sorry, I'm going to turn my light on so you at least have something to look at. But because I had the livestock in this pasture, this is my southern pasture on my bottom piece. Because I've had them in here, I didn't irrigate it when I was irrigating out of the spring ditch, but he called and said we have some windy water, which is a reservoir above, or a canal above the spring ditch canal that's flooding into the spring ditch. And so it's essentially the spring ditch is being filled by a canal above it. You know, water runs downhill. He said go ahead and use that to water them pastures. And so I, jump and run when you have some water to grow some grass. In the meantime, I've showed you these gates, but I use these blue handles. I really like them. Don and Jim Garish back in 2010, 2012 kind of turned me on to these and this poly rope. But I'm gonna open this since my animals are over here. I don't want my baby lambs. I've got some lambs that were just born in the past couple days, and I want them to be able to escape the flood water. And this is where you kind of have to trust the mother to help the baby lambs find where the best and safest place is. It's kind of a test of their motherly instinct, because by morning these pastures are going to be full of water. And it's chilly tonight. In fact, they're saying, that there's going to be a chance of precipitation tomorrow. Like I said, it's cold enough to where I went home. I'm wearing what I would be wearing in like March right now, because it's that chilly, and I'm hearing baby lambs. And so, I'm hoping that those baby lambs will be found by their moms with their bleats. That's what I'd call it. But I'm going to see if I can actually get them to kind of recognize that I've just opened this gate. The worst part about it is that when it's dark like this, they may get on the other side of the fence without their lambs. And so I kind of don't want them to outrun them. I want them to naturally just find it. And so I've just opened it, and hopefully they'll come up. Now in this pasture, I've strategically made it so that I have high ground up here where no flood water can actually get. And so they use this a lot in the evenings to just get up on top of, to kind of, and especially in the summertime when there's mosquitoes, to kind of get out of the mosquitoes. But anyways, I wanted to open the gate into the center pasture, and it's not ideal, guys. I mean, this is not ideal grazing heights and stuff, but you've got to weigh and measure everything, every decision. And I think it's more important to not be losing lambs to drowning and hypothermia in floodwater than it is right now to make sure that I don't overgraze this pasture over here, which I've allowed to recover now for probably 2 weeks. It was grazed pretty low, and so I'm hitting it way too soon again. But I sure don't want my baby lambs to to drown. And so I know there's not a lot to look at tonight, and then I'm actually on my way up to change water again, up on my hay piece where I made a video earlier about it. I've got to pull the big dam tonight, and so it's going to be a hassle to rebuild it, but that's just what you do. I could go get my nice warm snuggy bed and waste water and not get my full turn, but I have to get feed growing for these animals. And as crazy as it sounds, I enjoy this. I'm exhausted right now. I literally am I could fall asleep standing up, but that's part of the fulfillment of this, is that you work hard and you earn everything you get, and that's why it has value. And the education that you try to bring to other people, that's why I make these videos, is because I want people to understand that how valuable it is to support small producers who are, they're doing their best to bring good products to their neighbors and to their friends and just to the people who may be looking for something to improve their health that's not full of hormones and antibiotics and glyphosate, and that seed's not coated with fungicide, but it's healthy grass finished beef, grass finished lamb, grass pastured poultry. They have access to it. So anyways, I've got to go all the way back up to the top, because this road's it's a half a mile down to the bottom of this property where I'm building a house. And anyways, so I'm heading back up to the top, and I'm gonna pick my shovel up on the way. But as you can see, I'm gonna turn my light off, and so you can see the reflection of Redmond Mineral on my pasture there, because it's already getting full of water. This is the pasture that I had the animals in, and so I got a huge stream, and so I'll be able to get over this by morning. Hopefully it will all be flooded, and that's why I came out here at midnight and decided I needed to turn my animals onto allow them to get away. Oh, all my talking, I almost forgot my shovel. Back up a little bit. Can't move this dam without a shovel. I'd rather not put my hands in cold water if I can help it tonight. But anyways, let me just grab this shovel. So yeah, this is how you get things taken care of in the West, is with irrigation water. You have to have an artificial irrigation source to get too much, quite a bit if you want a lot of production out of an area, you got to irrigate it. So anyways, we're heading up to move a dam, and then I'll be able to go home. But I'm gonna double check a couple things before I move it to make sure the water's made it to the bottom here, and so I'll take you along with that, and then I'm gonna hang it up for the night. And I'm sure that just driving around here is not the most exciting thing you've watched on YouTube, but it might be the most real. Anyways, okay, let's walk out here, and I know I'm getting water to the bottom because it's staying wet down here on this road. So I just don't, and I could go into a long explanation, but I just want to make sure it's getting spread decent. So anyways, as you can see, there's I'm definitely getting water down here, but it's running. Like I said, this piece is hard to water. It's running the wrong direction, and these shoes have a little bit of a hole in them, but they're a whole lot more comfortable than my regular irrigation boots I was just wearing today. Like, it was hurting my feet pretty bad. Anyways, so it's kind of deceiving because you can get water down here and that will run back up. But see, I'm actually really close to the bottom right here, but haven't quite made it. Oh, did you see that? The mice don't like when I irrigate, neither do the gophers, because it feels their home full of water. So, but what I want to do is see how I'm walking up this way now. I can see how close to the bottom this is getting. And as you can see, the gophers love to plug my furrows with their mounds. So that gets to be kind of annoying. But I just wanted to see through here where it's moving down the furrows and how close I am to the bottom, because if I move it, then I may miss a spot, you know. And so it's really, you gotta walk at these and be fairly observant. There's another giant, probably fairly new gopher mound. Sorry, I'm really kind of making it hard for you. I'm gonna smash their burrow in because the ground's soft now, and my phone's casting a shadow, so I'm sorry. But gotta be able to get water through these fields. Oh man. So I'm trying to kind of kick them. Plus these things ain't stupid. They pile dirt up on the uphill side in case specifically for a flood. But when you flood irrigate, yeah, what they pile up is no match. It'll eventually get into their burrows. But so I think I'm gonna move it because I've had a heck of a stream, and I think it's found its way. So I need to start putting a different path. I need to find another inlet so that it'll keep moving it. And it's always gonna run to the low spot, so maybe it'll cover some of these areas as it's trying to find its way to the bottom now. I haven't irrigated this enough to know the ins and outs of it perfectly yet. But I do know that where I've got water here is farther south than my inlet. So, but it's downhill to the south too. And it's downhill to the east. So anyways, this is a long video. I'm gonna shut it down here. I am gonna post it to YouTube. And if you like it, whatever. If you don't, well, I'm sorry. I did my best. This is Solace.